You're listening to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast right here on YouTube. You can even catch us on Audio Boom and Spotify. So enough of me talking. Sit back and enjoy Off the Tracks.
Hello and welcome to Off the Tracks, your number one podcast right here on YouTube. Everything related to theme parks. This is episode number 28 and the date is the 3rd of July. That's right, boys and girls. Tomorrow is the big day. The theme parks are opening up. Whoop, whoop. Can't wait. But anyway, enough about that. We do have 4 incredible guests. We do have Gav, Jordan, Pete and Dave from Virtual Towers. Hello once again.
Hello.
Hello. First off, I need to say though, what do you reckon?
Look at that, nice.
Yeah, looks
40
good.
quid though. Forgot. I know. How expensive? No, was it 40 quid or was it more? It could be more. But I've got a Merlin pass and I forgot to actually get my discount on it.
No.
That would have been a fair bit off and all, wouldn't it?
8 quid.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. Thanks a lot, mate. anyway, Dave, it's nice to see you that you're actually upright. Last time you was on the podcast, you were chilled out like it was a Sunday afternoon. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually at home now, so.
So first off, guys, we've last time you came on here was a few months ago. I think it was before the pandemic. I don't know if it was the start of it or anything like that. What have you guys been up to then? Much or?
Project.
Yeah, just project stuff.
Have you been very busy? Has it been difficult? Because I know that sometimes you have to take a lot of photos to obviously get the images so you can do it in that 3D mapping and stuff like that.
Yeah, we're starting getting to a point where we don't have any data to work from. So we're getting to being like, we can't do anymore because we've got nothing to work off.
Yeah, a brick wall, really. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
So now the parks are open. Now you're going to be like, well, next week that is. Now you're going to be like, yes, that's it. Let's go. We can
we
crack
can sort of
on.
pick up sort of the bits that we need to do a little bit more. And also it should be quiet.
I don't know how this is going to work, guys, though, because some people are saying it's going to be busy, but they've capped it though, haven't they? But now they've brought this 1 meter. It's bringing more people into the park. So I'm like, is it going to be busy then? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be busy or not.
Well, all I know is initially, and this was before, well, pretty much not long after the pre-book went live, there was 800 general public and 1,200 pass holders. And that was capped for the opening weekend.
800?
800 general public and 1,200
annual passes. 2,000 people across the whole park. That's not many.
That's not many at all. That's
like
promising.
One full train of everything.
That was literally the cap they had in place at the time, as far as I can tell. But from what I've heard, they have sold more this week.
Are you guys going to any of the opening weekends?
I will be. I'm there opening weekend.
What, Alton Towers, are you?
Yeah.
What about you,
stay
Pete?
away.
What about you, Peter?
Keeping well away from it.
Oh, yeah. What about you, Gav?
No, I'll be working. I'm going back to work that weekend.
It's pants, isn't it?
I would have gone, but literally zero notice. Work's just had me back, so I can't go.
Oh, it's bad timing that is, though.
Yeah.
First thing, I just want to say a massive thank you, guys, for giving me access weeks ago. I remember saying to Gav on social media, it's like, oh my God, it's like you sent to me about 10 o'clock, super excited. Mrs. wanted me to go to bed. I was like, no, got to play this game, got to get it online. I need to be the first person to upload this. And so thank you so much for giving me the access. Although I did kind of miss out. I think it was you, Pete, who said, Danny, you didn't even check out X Sector. And or it could have been Gav or one of you four, because I genuinely thought that you've completed X Sector the last time we was on it, but you did bits and bobs around it. I think you made Smile a lot smoother or a lot better, and you did something to the station.
I mean now you can board Smiler properly, the same as like because obviously you managed to get onto Spinball, which at the time it wasn't ready because obviously it goes around silent. But with Smiler and Oblivion now, you actually go up to the gates, have to wait. You can choose the row you want to sit on. So it's no longer just front row; it's back row as well, and it's a lot more getting a bit polished.
Yeah, and I was saying to Jordan as well. I pressed E, So I sat in my seat and then I pressed E again. But unfortunately, you can't press E again to get back onto the seat. You have to walk kind
All
of around it again. But yeah.
Well, you can't. Alton Towers don't allow re-rides.
Bad times, mate. And Jenny was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" I was literally keep bashing my whole like, I need to get on this ride. But yeah, but there is like double doors. If you go up the stairs across the bridge, there's double doors there, and you go straight back into the loading bays. So it's simple. First off, guys, I want to say like a massive success what you guys have been doing. I'm sure the general public have been loving you guys. I know that you put out a YouTube video of Wickerman at night.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was incredible.
Yeah, it was good to see. We never had a reactions video before, but having one of them, it was like, do we do something quite good?
Yeah, it was a YouTuber that did a reaction video on that video.
It's almost as though we were at E3. E3 reactions video.
So shut up.
Yeah, one day.
But was that quite difficult to kind of do? Because obviously I know you've having problems, because I did watch you on a podcast, Keep You in the Loop by Luke, great YouTuber, so make sure you do check him out. That you were saying in his podcast that you're having trouble with lighting, like in the tunnel, in the Smiler.
Yeah, the problem with lighting is to get an area dark, you can either do one of three things. You can have light that has no sort of you have literally a point light that becomes the sun, and then you have no sort of global light. So everything is pitch black if it's not in light. So then you put in the spotlight to make it the sort of global light, but then it makes everything light where it's not meant to be.
Right, okay.
So then you can either bake it, which takes hours or days, and then you have to redo it. So we don't really want to do that. Or you have to go ray tracing, which is limiting everybody to using it. So at the moment, where light is where it should be dark, we're basically waiting until Unreal 5, and then it's going to get a massive overhaul.
Right, okay. Is that what the problem was with Hex? Because in my eyes, I knew with Hex itself, it looked perfect, and that was indoors as well.
Yeah,
so,
but Hex is in a separate level with no light. It has no sun.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Yes, I see what you mean now. Yeah, so
yeah, all the meshes remain pitch black until they're lit by either a point light or some sort of directional light or spotlight or anything like that. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. So pretty much, I need to literally say, I love the fact of you have these pocket areas around the park what you've not completed. And then you put like bags of cement and crates of whatever it is. It's like a building site.
Yeah.
Whose idea was that? And I genuinely think that's just the cherry on the top, really.
Well,
I don't know.
I think it was Jordan just randomly mucking about because we got some new assets to do. Wasn't it when we were looking at the car park stuff? And it
was either that, or maybe it was when Jordan put the digger in, and then you was like, well, we might as well put some other construction stuff around.
Is that the digger? What was when I went on Spinball Whizzer?
Yes. Yeah.
Because as I was going up the lift, I was like, that's a JCB digger, that is.
Before we even had Wickerman ready, there was a crane sat outside Wickerman as well.
Yeah, because we weren't going to make it ready, so it was going to be still being built behind a construction fence.
Just a quick one, actually. Oblivion in the restaurant, is the actual Oblivion harness, is that actually in the restaurant?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is still there. That's the only bit they didn't redo.
I've never noticed it. So you know what? when I go back to Alton Towers, I'll have a butcher's. I'll have a photo with it. Look, right. That's what I do. So guys, pretty much big things. What's cracking off at the moment? I've got a lot of people asking me, when are we going to move to a different area? Now, I know you're probably fed up of hearing this over and over and over again, but it's what people want to really find out. You said that you're doing Spinball. Are you going to be heading towards, say, like, I don't know, the next probably Gloomy Woods, or are we going to go towards, Catania, Runaway Mine Train?
Yeah, well, that's what our sort of next idea is, that where we can do... I would say it's kind of a cop-out because it's space that doesn't use too much to put in. Katanga Canyon is foliage, rocks, except the rapids. Don't know how we're doing them yet.
Yeah.
Other than the rapids, yeah, what we're thinking is we're going to try and sort of scoot round that way, get the pathway over through Katanga Canyon, through to Gloomy Wood and Jewel and sort of Haunted Hollow Way and all that stuff. That way it's a loop round. Probably go up to the Skyride area, but not over to Forbidden Valley yet, because that's a whole nother
Forbidden
section.
Valley is going to be your last thing because it's more out of the way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not. I mean, what we'll probably do is, because the Skyride goes Tower Street, Forbidden Valley, and then whatever it's going to be with Cuckoo, Williams, and Forest, it's sort of, you can't really do the Skyride until more is done. So it depends on how we're integrating that more than anything.
Who is in charge of the menu?
Jordan.
I'm just going to
you know exactly what's coming up. Jordan, you need to sort out the shift, and W is for run. I remember doing my first video, really excited, 10 o'clock. I didn't finish till 4 o'clock because I was still walking, not running, because I didn't know how to run. So please, Jordan, in your menu, run.
User error.
I know some people
not play many games.
No, not on the PC. I don't know. I'm all about the PS4. I'm all about the PS4. Who's got a PS4? You getting the PS5? That's the question.
Don't know about PS5 at the moment.
Well,
depends
if we can get
dev kits.
Yeah.
If we can get dev kits.
Oh, mate, spot on, mate. I have to say, guys, I love the touches as well, what you've done outside the front plaza, where you have like all your, the names, what people have paid. Which, by the way, I did say that I was going to pay for a wickerman, and I did say I was going to pay for a brick. And I like the fact of you put like the YouTube one as well on the far left-hand side. Such a really, really nice touch. Whose actually idea was that? So you know what? We're going to, put these names on the bricks. Was it?
One of mine and Pete's brainstorm ideas one evening, wasn't it, Pete?
Yeah, we just sort of thought that because we can't obviously but it's like we want to get something. So what better way to donate than helping by getting something for it that everybody can see?
Pretty much, guys. I've got tons of questions, to be fair. I literally sent out a tweet ages ago, and I got over, I think it was 100-something questions. So I know that's crazy. So this is going to take a lot. Now, I do apologize, guys. Let me just shift this across. Oh, my gosh. This is so unprofessional, but hey-ho. Pretty much, I do apologize for anyone that I have missed questions out for. I've just literally got loads, and these guys are really busy, and I'm busy as well. So it's kind of like I've shrinked it down to a few. So first off, I've got Coaster Mission. He asks, did you ever have arguments as a team throughout the creation of the game?
Yes. All the time.
All the time.
Absolutely loads.
Yeah, basically.
Did you have arguments, Gav? Did you have arguments?
Yeah.
Disagreements.
Gav just sits on the side and watches it all unfold.
Yeah, I do, and then occasionally I'll just try to diffuse the tension by coming in with like random words like sausages and things like that. Just randomly, just sausages. That's it, just on its own.
Sometimes it works, but other times
it's go, sausages. Shut up, man! What are you on about sausages?
Yeah, don't Gav.
Yeah, you get some arguments, but it's petty stuff. It's just project stuff,
I'm assuming it's passion as well for it, because you've put your sweat and blood into it and all, and you just want it to be perfect. At the end of the day. Thank you anyway for your question. This goes to Timmy Coaster. He asks, now that the most recent demo has dropped, what will you work on next? I think you've already answered this, but sort
of finishing off what we've got, getting Spinball finished and opened up again, and then the next one, sort of the next release will be Spinball. Then the one after that will be working our way around Katanga Canyon and Gloomy Woods, Haunted Hollow, those sort of areas, because it's a lot of land.
Yeah.
But not, in terms of everything else, not that much work, because it's just trees and rocks rather than rides. So it's cheating. But
I must admit, I'm looking forward to actually, because I know that what you've done so far is fantastic, and I just love to like go on, say, the rapids or go on the really mine train as you go through the tunnel. You can like interact with the rapids and stuff. But like I say, it's going to be quite difficult with the whole. You've not figured out water yet in the game just yet. I'm assuming.
We don't know how we're doing rapids yet, because there's a couple of ways we can do it. Whether we use actual water physics or we use like a plane that has water physics on it that allows the boat to sort of flow down, or whether we're doing like a multiple spline system that kind of tricks it. So it's So if you've got 3 paths from a node, it will take one of those 3 paths, and then it will get to another node, take another 3 paths. It's kind of faking it, being random, but it's a hell of a lot easier than actual water.
Because I've noticed with the water as well that you've already done water already for the big lake, and also where is it Splash Canyons or
Katanga Canyon sign?
Yeah, you've already done water there as well. So I'm assuming still water's very easy. I say easy.
Yeah, still water's easy, but having it actually flow, and then you've got the dynamics of an object going through it. I mean, we have tried it with a plugin that allows you to build a river with buoyancy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the results aren't exactly safe.
Oh dear.
It's easy to make it look right. It's easy to get the trough with the water in it, and it looks great. But to actually have an object, a boat in it that moves with the water, that's the hard bit. So we can have it there, but not running. Easy.
Yeah. So what we might do is do a combination where it has a physics-based water system that goes down and makes it look good, but then the boat itself will be, for all intents and purposes, still a roller coaster, but it'll have tweaks of physics where, say for example, you took Spinball but gave it the ability to have left and right rotation as well, rather than just vertical, so it's not spinning. So it's 3 dimensions of rotation, but limited.
Rather you than me. It sounds a bit of a migraine there, big time. Thank you for your question. H Greenwood, he asks, how do you feel about the parks being open but not the rides? Now I'm assuming he's on about the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks where Alton Towers is actually open. So first off, I'll go around everyone actually. Jordan, what do you reckon to it then?
I thought it was good. I didn't have an issue with the rides not being open. It was good just to get back in the park and just enjoy the gardens, because you don't get a chance to enjoy the gardens when you go to ride the rides.
Yeah. Pete?
Yeah, I mean, when people say, oh, what's the point of going to Towers, none of the rides? Yeah, well, the park isn't open for you. It's open for people who want to go to the gardens and want to go and look around of what they can. It's getting you out of the house, somewhere that you can go.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. Yeah. Do you think it's a good idea, or do you think it was like, nah, it's a gimmick? What's going on here?
No, I think it's a good idea. I mean, because there's like, you get the community that do have a lot of passion for Alton Towers and that try to be there whenever they can. So it's good for them because they've been probably missing it for a while. So, with the lockdown. So it's great for them because they can just get back to their passion and their love and
give that excitement. What do you reckon then, Dave?
Yeah, I reckon it was a good idea. I went there with the missus for the day and had a picnic and whatnot, and it was a good little day out. Can't argue with it. Good idea.
The only thing I had with it was like going shopping without a wallet. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, oh look, there's the ride there. Yeah, great. I can't go on it.
It was so weird being next to Wickerman with silence.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really odd.
It's really weird, but yeah,
good idea. I think.
No, it is, and for £1 as well, and it's free parking. Yeah, you can't grumble with that at all. Theme park curry. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing at curry. Is there going to be a live server for the game?
Eventually, yeah.
As in, like, online play?
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's on about that, so you can meet up with your friends, I'm assuming, by live server?
I guess, yeah, they will eventually. It's something that obviously servers involve money. So it's not something we can just quickly whip up and have done. It's something that will eventually sort of come out in the end.
Yeah.
Plus, we also need a player that's not just a pair of floating arms.
Yeah. So it's like there's a lot of elements that do go into making that happen. So it's not going to be any time soon because we've got to like figure out the players and then the networking, sort of lobbies and things like that. But then we've got to also figure out like the actual mechanics of like all the base of what we're going to do, like whether we're going to host it like a central servers, whether we can have it like direct server hosting from like create room sort of system.
A lot to think about. So
yeah, a lot.
Wow. You don't make it easy for yourselves, do you guys? Let's be honest. I think everyone would just be happy with a few people around and jobs are good in, we just walk around it. But no, and I love that about it, the fact of your passion, for it. And you want to make it one of the best experiences, not games. I think using it as a game is more of a gimmick. I say it's a passion and it's more of an experience for it all. So, fair play to you guys. Theme Park TV, he asks, all four of you, can you please ask favorite area to make? Or is that quite difficult because some of you don't work on areas?
I mean, I think once we get to Forbidden Valley, we're all going to fall in love because it's
that's going to be the best area, I think.
Whether it's going to be Dave with air or with Nemesis, it's just going to be what it is.
We've got we have got things planned for that area, haven't we? So just to make it like extra special.
I mean, even that we've got to work out how to do waterfalls.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna like have a lot of special attention, that area, when it comes around
definitely.
to it.
Just give you a heads up. There's a door just below the lift hill on a Nemesis. That is a cleaning cupboard.
Cleaning.
There you go. Just a bit of inside information there. All right. Let's whack it there. Thanks for your question. Okay, we've got Theme Park Vids. He asks, do you have another park that you would do in the very long term when Alton Towers is completed? Is it like, let's just finish this? I'm not even thinking about another theme park.
I mean, Thorpe maybe. Because at least they have one plan that holds the whole park. So it would be easier.
And it's quite small, so it'd be a lot quicker to...
Okay, let me just put it another way then. Okay, so if you had to start again, which parks would you pick?
I don't know. Personally, I'd love to see a high quality sort of recreation of Blackpool Pleasure Beach.
Same. I'd actually quite like that, to be honest with you.
I suppose with Blackpool, at least it would be the whole lot. Could even introduce the whole coastline. It could be
at least Pete could get photos daily for us.
What is it? 5 minutes away from you or something?
I live there. It's literally 3 miles to the Pleasure Beach.
Like with the seafront, the promenade, the seafront piers and stuff, and like a tram that goes up and down. And Peter loved that.
So pretty much for the question then, Thorpe Park would have, but for my question then, more than anything, you would like to do Blackpool.
Yeah, Blackpool could be interesting.
Oh, Blackpool.
But
I think that would be a headache, because all them coasters are all intertwined. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to be spot on where that coaster's spine is for it to,
Yeah, no.
No chance. Steph Clemfit asks, how do you think about the social distance is going to impact Alton Towers?
All depends on capacity.
Yeah, it all comes down to the capacity, doesn't it? And I guess that's really controls how quickly you get through the queue lines, even with the social distancing in place. But I think it'd work overall. It's just going to be a bit slower.
Yeah. I'd say I want to get fast passes. I always get fast passes every park I go to and spend ridiculous amount of money. But I don't know, because looking at the queue lines, I didn't see, especially on the Wickerman, there was no markers. There was all the markers in the normal queue line, but not in the fast pass one. So
yeah, they're not selling fast track for the first few weeks, at least.
Damn it! Oh well.
And it's been announced today that Chessington aren't even doing ride access pass on some of their rides either.
I'm so glad I'm not going for a few weeks, mate. Sounds crazy. You're going to have to answer because I don't know what an NPCs are, but it says Jason Nefoli, yeah. Will NPCs be part of the simulator to add the atmosphere of the park?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course it will.
Non-playable characters, just people walking around.
Yeah, I mean,
GTA and stuff. So yeah, we will eventually, but it's not something that we're focusing on at the moment because that involves having to do animation of people, generating loads of people, working out all of the AI where they can walk, how to work out queue lines, how to work out getting on and off the rides.
Lot of work.
Because,
everything else,
like everyone else, they'll be queuing in the queue lines.
Yeah,
no,
push past people.
Where I or E, I need to get. I need to skip a tab. That's what I need to press. Just a quick one, in fact. Do you know what? What I was going to say? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Never mind. But thank you. There was something really important about the NPCs as well. I can't think what it is now, but hey, it's gone. Okay, last question. It goes to the Art of Coaster podcast. Wow, mouthful. How long does it take to make each ride?
That's a piece of string question, that.
It depends on the ride.
Okay, let's go for example. Okay, Smiler.
Well, it depends sort of
who's doing it as well.
Okay,
there's a lot of dependencies, isn't there? A lot of dependencies floating around.
I'm going to go ahead and say sort of.
It can so say for example, a small flat ride that can be done within a week quite easily because you've got all the modelling to do, depending on how complex it is. Then you've got the all of the animation. So again, depending on how complex it is, whether you've got heave-ho, which is just back and forth on a rotation, it's fixed, or you've got physics like Marauders Mayhem and Enterprise, it can be done quite quickly. A coaster, how long have you been working on Air, Dave? And yet we've only ever had it, actually we've never had it really working in Unreal.
Well, yeah, Air's like, I've been working on that since I joined, more or less. So.
Well, when was that?
2014.
6 years. Wow. There you go, guys. I suppose it's kind of like it's never really finished the ride, isn't it? Because I'm assuming sometimes you're going to go back there and go, I'm not happy with this.
Yeah.
There's a jolt in it or something like that. Yeah, I'm not happy. So
that is exactly it.
Yeah, which is fair dues.
I think the coaster with the quickest turnaround has been Wickerman so far, really.
And Spinball.
Spinball possibly, yeah.
Yeah, Spinball was a good ride, as I keep saying. Make sure you check it out.
In the next update coming maybe within 2 weeks?
In 2 weeks? Oh, wow. That's soon.
All going well.
I mean, were you quite nervous, like, when you were going to put it out to the public? Were you like, oh my gosh, here we go?
Yeah.
There was a hell of a lot of nervousness.
Yeah.
And then when people are like, it's not loading your dial. No.
Yeah, the amount of things that people come back with not really bug reports as well. Like, okay, yeah, there are bugs, but it's people that nitpick little things that are like...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or when there are breaking bugs, or when they go out of bounds and say, yeah, we can get out here. Well, yeah, but why would you randomly walk through a fence?
Which, by the way, can I just say, I didn't break the game. I did it. I followed your rules. Just to...
no.
There you go, Chris. Chris, Screwed. Yeah, that's what... I'm messing with him. He knows I'm messing.
Yeah, the falling through the toilet one, we fixed that quite quickly.
I remember when we were watching that, we were like, oh. Didn't realise there was no collision on that.
Yeah, we watch videos and then like, right, that needs changing. Yeah, we'll sort that one out. Yeah, that one needs doing. Like within the first week, I think we pushed it like 4 or 5 times, didn't we?
Wow.
Yeah.
So patching everything that people find.
Yeah,
but my video was okay though. There was no issues with it.
Other than
no issues.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, breaking the rules.
Thank you guys anyway for the questions. Like I said, we had loads and we would be here literally all night for it all. Now I've got this new game. Usually I do a quiz in my podcast where I literally fire, 10 questions at you, got 30 seconds. We've scrapped that because I'm awful. This one's quite simple. All you have to do really is answer 5 questions, but you have 2 answers to pick. Okay, so who wants to go first? And by the way, none of you have a lifeline.
Yeah.
And whoever wins, Jordan's really excited. Yeah, you get an off the tracks mug.
Oh,
Listen, limited edition.
We need to get on that merch game. Obviously, you're playing it.
You need to get the it was in the Smiler shop.
Oh, the t-shirts.
Get that sorted out because I'll wear that t-shirt.
We are investigating. We're just not sure when we'll actually do anything
Give us a head
about
up.
it.
Give us a heads up. Give me a free one and I'll advertise it. Yeah. Okay, who wants to go first? I think Gav should go first. It's like I hate quizzes.
Yeah, I really do hate quizzes, but go on, let's get it over with.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Right. Okay, here we go, Gav. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You're really not, are you? Just not. You're not. You know. Here we go. Okay. What is the most expensive, Galactica or Rita?
Galactica.
Correct. Well done. What is faster, Rita or Oblivion?
Rita.
I'm sorry, it's Oblivion.
Is it?
oh.
Rita 61 miles an hour, Oblivion 68 miles per hour.
Wow. It's faster than you think, isn't it?
Okay, Gav, you haven't won the mug,
It's all right.
Did.
Wasn't
Never mind.
expecting to.
You sound really upset about it. Okay, who wants to go next?
Go on.
Oh, Jordan's
I'll
up.
go.
Okay, what is faster, Smiler or Oblivion? You're going to get this.
Wow.
Smiler.
No.
Jordan.
What the hell?
It's close, isn't it?
Oblivion, 68 miles an hour.
Have I just done that?
I have no idea.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Pete or Dave, who wants to go? No one's won my cup.
I'll go.
Go, Jordan.
Okay.
Sorry, Pete, is that you?
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay, here we go. What is faster, 13 or Spinball Whizzer? That's hard.
Spinball?
You sure?
It's taller. But then it's... Yeah, Spinball.
Is absolutely wrong. It's 42 miles an hour. Spinball Whizzer, 37 miles an hour.
Really?
Guys, I even gave you, are you sure?
Yeah, but 13's trimmed.
I'm going to give you an
Fringe
extra.
on
I'm going to
it.
give you an extra life, right? Because you're such awesome people, right? So don't get one wrong now. Here we go. Are you ready, Pete? What is most expensive, Nemesis or Galactica?
Galactica?
Is correct. 12 million. Nemesis is 10 million. What has more track, Nemesis or 13?
Nemesis?
No.
Hey.
How is 13 tiny?
13. Believe it or not, 2,480 feet. Nemesis has 2,349 feet. I know, it's crazy. Yeah, so Pete, there goes your cup.
Yeah.
Right, Dave, you need to bring it home for the team. Are you ready?
Come on, Dave.
Go for it.
Right, I'll give you an extra life for this.
Okay.
Right, here we go. What is faster, Galactica or Nemesis?
Nemesis.
Correct, 49 miles an hour. Obviously, Galactica is 47 miles an hour. What is most expensive, Smiler or Wickerman?
Smiler.
Correct, 18 million. Wickerman is 16 million. What has more track, Runaway Mine Train or Spinball Whizzer?
Mine Train.
Is wrong. It's Spinball Whizzer with 1,540 feet of track. Runaway Mine Train is 1,000 exactly.
Okay.
You cannot get any wrong now.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go. What opened first, Spinball Whizzer or Rita? That's a nasty one.
Come on.
Opened first, Spinball Whizzer or Rita?
Spinball.
Is correct. 2004 opened. Galactica opened in 2005. Okay, here we go. This is it. This is to win yourself a Off the Tracks, a limited edition cup with YouTube and Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah. Anyway, what has the longest time duration, Smiler or the Wickerman? This is to win it.
It's Smiler.
No, it's not. It's the Wickerman. 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Smiler is 2 minutes and 45 seconds.
That's crazy. I was not confident
really
of that.
long?
You can't be on that Wickerman for that long.
Look at Dave trying to Wikipedia it now. Like he's like, I'm not having this.
I believe
that
it.
little pre-show, like the end pre-show bit.
How much
haven't
of
you?
that
Like,
is whilst you sat in the maintenance shed waiting?
Oh dear.
Oh. But to be fair though, Smiley, you're stuck at that bottom of that lift range, aren't you? For it to, yeah.
Oblivion's must be long then because you're stuck on the break run.
Oh, did you watch my my ride review on Oblivion? God damn. Can't stand it. Guys, thank you so much. Have you enjoyed it? Is there anything you want to add, you know?
Fork candles.
Yeah,
Fork
fork
candles.
candles. You know, candles for forks.
What's a fork handle? What are you on about?
Just wait and see.
Depends how you say it.
Yeah.
Four candles.
Yeah, you know, candles for forks. Fork candles.
I'm not getting it. I'm going to look back going, oh my gosh, you idiots. I can't think of what does it mean?
YouTube it.
Well, YouTube it in a week or so, then hopefully someone might find it.
Yeah.
Four candles. Right. Oh, right. You're going to have to tell me. I'm not having that. Right. Guys, thank you so much. You know, you guys have, you know, you've been awesome. You really have. We always have a laugh anyway, every time we get you guys on here. You're doing such a fantastic job with the project as well. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know, take as long as you need to. Ignore the, you know, the stupid people like, I want it now. You know, it's not going to happen, let's be honest. Is there anything else you want to say? Like, how can people download it? Can they follow you on social media or anything? Does anyone want to take over?
Yeah, so just you can follow us on Instagram. Can't remember what the handles are now. Is it like
Virtual Towers Online is Instagram.
Virtual Towers Online Instagram? Same with Twitter. I think that's the same one, the same handle.
Virtual Towers, I think Twitter is.
And Virtual Towers Online on Facebook. Come over to our Discord where you can have direct links to us. Also, if you do download it, make sure you download through the itch.io app, not the actual webpage one. That way you can get updates whenever we push them. That way it's always up to date and you're not going to miss out on special features.
Yeah, and going back to the Discord, I can't stress how much you should join if you haven't already, because there's like a good community in there. People are all like with similar interest in theme parks and a complete off-topic section as well. And there's also, we've brought in chat now, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a place where you can stream as well.
Yeah, so basically the great thing about that is if somebody went in there and they were streaming gameplay of VTO, we could just instantly join we can jump into the chat and just see what they're doing. So,
and we just want it to be a great place for people to enjoy themselves and make friends, really.
Yeah.
Just because it's the Immortal Media Studios server doesn't mean that you just have to talk about the game.
Yeah. And you do get exclusives as well. There are exclusive photos that we put on there that we don't put on Facebook.
Yeah, you get like late night shots from me where I get a bit too carried away and I want to share something.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Okay. You know, if you guys want to be Virtual Tower friends, you know, make sure you do follow these guys. Like I said, don't be shy with these guys. These are awesome. There's such good lads. So guys, thank you so much for joining me here on Off the Tracks. Don't forget, you can follow us on our social medias on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. And if you are new to this channel, make sure you do subscribe and hit that bell icon. Every time we upload a new video, you will be notified. So guys, once again, thank you for joining me on Off the Tracks, and thank you viewers for watching. So this is Theme Park Family. Bye bye.